Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Saira Mujtaba with the news at 9. The headlines. Parliament approves resolution to extend President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir for 6 more months. Also passes Jammu and Kashmir Reservations Amendment Bill 2019. Government launches nationwide Jal Shakti Abhiyan to create awareness on water conservation. Campaign to focus on 256 water-stressed districts and around 1600 water-stressed blocks. Lok Sabha passes Central Educational Institutions Bill 2019 aiming to provide reservation to teachers in central educational institutions. Centre extends deadline to update the National Register of Citizens or NRC in Assam till 31st of July. Monsoon throws life out of gear in Mumbai. Other parts of Maharashtra too receive heavy rains. And in Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka sets a victory target of 339 runs for the West Indies at Chester Street. The Parliament has given its nod to the resolution seeking extension of President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir for a further period of 6 months with effect from 3rd July 2019, with the Rajya Sabha approving it today. Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2019 was also passed by Parliament, with Rajya Sabha approving it today. Both the resolution and the bill have already been passed by the Lok Sabha. The reservation bill proposes to give 3% reservation in educational institutions and government jobs to people living within 10 kilometers of the international border in Jammu. A total of 3.5 lakh people from 435 villages will be benefited through this amendment. Replying to a debate on the resolution and the bill in the Rajya Sabha, Home Minister Amit Shah affirmed that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of the country and it cannot be separated. The Home Minister said it is a matter of appreciation that the whole House is unanimous on the problems related to the state. Earlier, moving the resolution and the bill, Mr. Amit Shah said that the government has no other option but to further extend President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir for 6 months, as the Election Commission wants to hold assembly elections in the state by the end of 2019.
आज भी जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर ऐसी स्थिति हम नहीं निर्माण कर पाए कि प्रत्याशियों को सुरक्षा दिए बगैर हम चुनाव कर पाए। साथ अर्थ में सुरक्षा बलों ने अपनी असमर्थता चुनाव आयोग के सामने जाहिर की थी कि देश के बाकी हिस्सों में भी चुनाव हो रहे हैं, वहां पर भी सुरक्षा बल की तैनाती करनी है और इसलिए हम चुनाव कराने की स्थिति में नहीं है।
Union government has launched Jal Shakti Abhiyan to create awareness on the benefits of water conservation and declining sources of water in the country. Launching the initiative in New Delhi this evening, Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat said, water conservation is now a national priority and it is time to make water conservation a people's movement. He requested the people to associate themselves with Jal Shakti Abhiyan.
स्वच्छ पेयजल प्रत्येक घर को मुहैया हो सके। भारत में पर कैपिटा पोर्टेबल वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी वो लगातार पिछले दशकों में घटती जा रही है। जल को जन चेतना का विषय बनाया जाए। आज लगभग आधा देश वाटर स्ट्रेस कंडीशन में है। इस वाटर स्ट्रेस से बढ़कर के हमारा देश वाटर स्कैसिटी की कंडीशन तक ट्रांसफर नहीं होगी। इसके लिए ये सही समय है।
The Jal Shakti Abhiyan has been launched in 2 phases. The first phase is from 1st July to 15th September and is for all participating states, and the second phase will be between 1st October and 30th November for states with retreating monsoon. Under Jal Shakti Abhiyan, focus will be on 256 water-stressed districts and 1,592 water-stressed blocks. Every state in India will have 1 district. The movement is a time-bound mission mode water conservation campaign. In an exclusive interview to All India Radio News, Secretary Drinking Water and Sanitation Parameshwaran Iyer said the program mainly focuses on 5 areas: water conservation through rainwater harvesting, looking at local ponds, creating structures to retain the monsoon, distilling and looking at reuse and recharge.
So the idea is to take up water conservation activities focusing on 5 areas, broadly looking at water conservation through rainwater harvesting, local ponds, creating structures which can retain the monsoon, desilting, reuse, recharge. So essentially intensive afforestation, watershed development. So it's looking at programs which have been going on under some ministries, but now there will be a renewed focus.
Tune into the FM Gold channel of AIR at 9:15 tonight to listen to this interview. In Meghalaya, as part of the Pan India campaign, the Jal Shakti Abhiyan was launched today by the Commissioner and Secretary, Community and Rural Department, CNRD, P. Sampath Kumar, along with Chief Executive Officer of Meghalaya State Rural Livelihood Society, Shantanu Sharma, at Tura in West Garo Hills District. Mr. Sampath Kumar emphasized on the strategy and action for taking up water conservation and National Rural Mission or NRM related works during the monsoon season. The Lok Sabha has passed the Central Educational Institutions Reservations in Teacher Health Cadre Bill 2019. The bill seeks to provide for the reservation of posts in appointments by direct recruitment of persons belonging to scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and educationally backward classes and economically weaker sections to teachers cadre in central educational institutions. The bill will replace the ordinance promulgated in this regard. Replying to a debate on the bill, Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said the bill is aimed at implementing 200-point reservation system instead of 13-point roster system to fill up teachers' vacancies in universities and central government higher educational institutions. He reiterated government's commitment towards reservation and to give equal opportunity to all as per the Constitution.
यदि देखा जाए श्रीमान तो एक के बाद एक ये विधेयक ये साबित करता है कि यदि अंतिम छोर पर बैठे रहने वाले व्यक्ति की कोई चिंता करता है तो नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार करती है, यह इसको साबित करता है.
The minister said this bill will give enough scope and opportunities in higher education sector in the country. The centre has given 1 month extension till 31st of this month to complete the enumeration process for updating the National Register of Citizens or NRC in Assam. In a notification, the Registrar General of India said the decision has been taken in the public interest as the exercise to enumerate citizens in the NRC could not be completed within the specified date of 30th June. On 6 December 2013, the government had issued the first notification setting a deadline of 3 years for completion of the entire NRC process. However, since then, many extensions have been given by the government at regular intervals as the exercise had not yet been completed. The final list of the NRC will be published on 31st July this year. The Ministries of Ayush and Electronics and Information Technology signed a Memorandum of Understanding in New Delhi today to collaborate on the digitization of the Ayush sector. An official release said the ministry aims to digitize the entire Ayush, leading to transformation in the field of healthcare delivery at all levels, along with greater research, education, delivery of various healthcare programs and better drug regulations. The Electronics and Information Technology Ministry has agreed to give technical support to the Ayush Ministry for planning and development of Ayush Grid project. A high-powered committee of chief ministers has been constituted for transformation of Indian agriculture. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis will be the convener and the committee will be serviced by Niti Aayog. The committee will discuss measures for transformation of agriculture and raising farmers' income. Modalities for adoption and time-bound implementation of agriculture sector reforms will be suggested by the committee, which will submit its report in 2 months. An official release said Chief Ministers of Karnataka, Haryana, Arunachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Minister of Agriculture, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Narendra Singh Tomar will be the members. Member Niti Aayog, Ramesh Chand will be the member secretary. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Union Minister of State for Finance, Anurag Thakur, today said it is remarkable that all decisions in GST Council have been taken with consensus. Speaking at a function in Delhi to mark completion of 2 years of GST, the minister expressed pride that India has the first true federal GST in the world. He said government aspires to have the best goods and services tax in the world. The minister added that even after 2 years, the NDA government continues to strive to introduce new processes to make things easier for the taxpayer. Mr. Thakur said new IT systems will meet the future needs and make compliance easier. The minister said introduction of GST was a challenging task, but government was determined to make it a success. He said the focus is on its smooth implementation. The total gross goods and services tax or GST collection in the month of June stood at 99,939 crore rupees. An official release said the revenue in the month of June is 1.86% higher than the monthly average of GST revenue in the last fiscal, which was 98,114 crore rupees. The total number of GST returns filed for the month of May was 74.38 lakh. Continuous rains have upset the lives of Mumbaikars with waterlogged roads, huge traffic jams and disruption in train services. Here is an update from our Mumbai reporter.
It was a stormy morning for office goers and students, most of whom were left stranded. Many suburban trains were short terminated or cancelled as railway tracks between Sion and Matunga stations on the central line remained submerged. However, 2 days of heavy rains, about 550 millimeters, has helped the city surpass its average rainfall for June. In Raigad too, heavy downpour has resulted like Kundalika and Amba flowing above the danger mark. Heavy rains have also been reported from Sangli and Solapur region. The Indian Meteorological Department has predicted widespread rains over the next 2 days. With Nisha Rani, Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Gujarat, heavy rain has continued to lash southern parts on the third consecutive day today. AIR Ahmedabad correspondent reports that 121 talukas of 23 districts of the state have received moderate to heavy rain during the last 24 hours. A report.
Normal life in Valsad and Navsari districts badly hit following incessant rain. More than dozen trains between Ahmedabad and Mumbai have been cancelled or terminated due to heavy waterlogging. Local weather office has issued warning of heavy to very heavy rain at isolated places in South and North Gujarat. According to the latest bulletin of the weather office, Valsad, Navsari, Surat, Sabarkantha, Aravalli and Daman and Dadra and Nagar Haveli are likely to receive heavy rain under the influence of upper air cyclonic circulation over Gujarat. Yogesh Pandya, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
In a significant development, Ministry of Defence has issued 4 shipbuilding requests for proposal, RPF, amounting to 15,000 crore rupees for the acquisition of various ships and craft for the Navy and the Coast Guard. An official release said, while the RFP for 6 next-generation missile vessels has been issued to 7 shipyards, RFPs for 8 fast patrol vessels, 12 air cushion vehicles and 8 missile-cum-ammunition barges have been issued to shortlisted Indian shipyards. India today handed over a list of 256 Pakistan civilian prisoners and 99 fishermen in India's custody to Pakistan. Pakistan has also shared lists of 209 fishermen and 52 prisoners in its custody who are Indians or believed to be Indians. The two countries have exchanged the list of civilian prisoners and fishermen in their custody in keeping with the provisions of the 2008 agreement, under which such lists are exchanged on 1st January and 1st July every year. In a release, External Affairs Ministry said India has called for early release and repatriation of civilian prisoners, missing Indian defence personnel and fishermen along with their boats. Hong Kong police gave an ultimatum to protesters who seized the city's parliament today. In a video posted on the force's Facebook page, a spokesman said police will go to the Legislative Council complex area to clear it. He warned that police will use appropriate force if met with obstruction or resistance. The international financial hub has been shaken by historic demonstrations in the past 3 weeks, driven by demands for the withdrawal of a bill that would allow extraditions to the Chinese mainland. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif has said that the country has exceeded the 300 kilogram limit on its enriched uranium reserve set by the 2015 nuclear deal. In Wimbledon tennis, top seed Novak Djokovic of Serbia started his defense of the men's title by beating Germany's Philipp Kohlschreiber in straight sets. And in the ICC Cricket World Cup, chasing the victory target of 339 runs set by Sri Lanka, the West Indies were 105 for 4 in 21 overs at Chester Street a short while ago. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Parliament approves resolution to extend President's rule in J&K for 6 more months. Also passes J&K Reservations Amendment Bill 2019. Government launches nationwide Jal Shakti Abhiyan to create awareness on water conservation. Lok Sabha passes Central Educational Institutions Bill 2019 aiming to provide reservation to teachers. And in Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka sets a victory target of 339 runs for West Indies. That's all in the news at 9. Good night.